Real Test, the name that means topmost quality in ice cream, milk, and other dairy products, presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
And Fran, I think that I think really we should have some sort of a hamper.
Well, yes, but don't you think we'll find one when we get there?
Well, now, I don't know. Ollie's mother has a lot of picnic hampers for the guests, but she might not allow enough, you know.
Well, that's something to think about.
And I don't think it's ever... As a matter of fact, when you're in New York, you're going to New York first, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you're in New York, why don't you sort of scout around and see if you can't find some extra hampers?
Well, I could do that if you think it's important enough.
Yeah, I think so.
I have something for you.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's like a little engineer's cap. I may have to let out the back seam a little bit, but I think it looks real cute.
Where'd it come from?
A young man from Kansas City gave it to me.
Is he here? Visiting us?
Well, yes, he came to the show this afternoon.
Have you got a mirror?
I can get one.
It would be wonderful if you would. I'd like to see how it looks.
Certainly glad that we washed this mirror.
Oh!
Isn't that a shame?
Okay.
Have to be careful to show this mirror real fast, or Gummy won't like me.
Because it'll shine?
Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah, wait, see, like deep in the profile. Wait a minute.
You look real cute.
Hold this one up on the side. And back of me, I think. Oh.
How does that work? Can you see now?
Yeah! Look, I can see. That's real good.
Isn't that fine?
Yeah. Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
I had no idea my hair looked like that in the back.
Oh, your hair's beautiful.
It doesn't look very good in the back.
I think it looks lovely.
I don't have a very nice hairline.
I've always thought you had a very beautiful hairline.
You're just prejudice.
No, I've always thought that. I'll put these away and I'll be right back.
The thing is, it should grow on a point or something. It grows it's so chopped off.
No, a lot of people wear their hair that way.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I remember there used to be 2 barber shops that we had at home, and you always knew where people got their hair cut because one cut round and one cut square. You could always tell.
Well, I don't cut mine this way. That's the way it grows.
Well, now see, aren't you lucky yours grows that way? Some other people have to have theirs cut.
Yeah, I suppose, except that, does it look kind of like I've had my hair cut with a bowl?
No, I wouldn't say so. It just looks like an unusually luxuriant growth of hair across the back.
You think so? I don't know. I feel funny about it. Oops. I just feel it's funny. And the way see the top, it grows real funny on the top, too.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's funny. I think that's very nice.
It doesn't grow.
Well, but it's so symmetrical, you know. There's not a hair out of place.
That's one thing you can say about me.
Yes, I think that's a very, very fortunate thing.
That I'm symmetrical.
Yes, you are.
Got 2 eyes and 2 eyebrows, and 1 nose and 1 mouth and 2 ears.
Good, and everything is so even, too.
Symmetrical hair.
You have a very sweet face. You do have.
Oh, that just hides my wicked disposition.
Oh, you and your wicked disposition.
I do. I'm very cross sometimes.
Are you really? Well, I notice sometimes you're a little upset about things, but, and I've seen you a little excited, but I never thought you were cross.
Oh, I am. I can be very cross. When I want things done, I want them done.
Well, that's a very great quality to have.
I know, but
I like to have things done, but I don't have the gift of organization that you do.
You should have seen me when I was younger.
Were you
much younger?
Much more forceful?
You've known me, see, you've known me 3 years. You've known me as a very good friend, and about 5 years as an acquaintance.
That's right.
You should have known me 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Well, you've learned a lot in that time.
You should have known me when I first was working on the stage back in 19... I don't mind telling my age.
19.
Because I don't know it.
Well, that's...
1936.
1936? You worked even then?
I've always worked.
Isn't that wonderful?
I don't know, is it?
I think it is.
I'm not sure whether it's wonderful or not because I've never done anything else. I suppose if I had played a lot, then I would know whether it was nice to work.
Well, you've certainly played a lot.
Well,
You've had so many wonderful experiences. Well, you have. You've met so many great people. And each one of them seems to have done a great deal for you. You remember something about each of them, and never once in a while that particular remembrance stands you in such good stead. You seem to know all the important things.
Well, I met a lot of my friends in Detroit in 1936, and then after that I did shows. I did shows for county fairs.
Did you?
Yeah.
County fairs, aren't they wonderful?
They're wonderful. I remember one time I did a show in the back of a truck.
Really?
And we set up our little stage in the back of a truck, and I did this show, and it was for a street carnival. And some boys threw tomatoes at us.
They didn't really.
Was I? Oh, you should have. I was cross then.
Well, I don't blame you. I would have been too.
And then one time, during the war, I was selling bonds, stamps, war stamps.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody came up and bought a stamp from me, and they pulled my nose.
Well, of course, it was in such a good cause, though.
Well, I lost my patriotism at that moment.
Well, I don't blame you. I believe I might have been inclined to do the same
Well, I
thing.
felt that the United States Army would have stood behind me at that particular
Oh, I am
moment.
certain.
So I had a little wash tub backstage, and I threw it.
Oh,
I lost my pretty ways.
oh. Well,
I
that
missed,
happens.
too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I didn't really want to hit. I wanted to miss, but I just wanted to scare her. I wasn't controlled like I am.
Well, that's something one has to learn, I think.
You get older, you get more control. I think.
You see some of the great performers in show business who work for years and years and years, and see how wonderfully they handle people who get a little out of line or noisy during the time they're performing. It's marvelous. They know just how to do it.
Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful trick. I remember one time I was playing out on the beach too.
My goodness, you really picked the wide open spaces, didn't you?
One time I did a show, and it was in a train. It was a hospital train during the war, and I did it at the end of a big aisle, and all the boys were in their beds, in their berths.
Yeah.
And I did a show at the...
Well, that's
Oh, that was crowded.
I bet it was, too.
Sir, but it was
Weren't they
fun.
wonderful audiences?
Oh, they were wonderful.
They were so appreciative.
Ollie and I used to go out all the time. We did shows all the time.
Well, I know you did. I know you worked hard.
Very good experience.
Yes, it is. You learn a lot.
But when I was, well, even before that, when I was young and very, well, I don't know whether I was any younger than I am now, really. I don't feel any different. But I was kind of full of the marionettes.
Oh, were you really?
Oh, yes. Everybody says, well, Kukla's, I know what they say. They say Kukla is patient and he's kind, and Kukla is quiet, and Kukla's kind of mousy, and Kukla doesn't have any dash. Ollie has all the dash. Well, dash is a matter of comparison.
Yes, that's very true.
And I have even a little bit of dash even now and then.
Why, I know you have. You have a great spirit. You have a wonderful sense of humor. It's just a quieter sense, that's all.
Not always.
Well, I think it is most of the time.
I have a very loud laugh when I really laugh.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You have a very merry laugh. I love to hear you laugh.
Oh, I can remember. You should have seen me when I performed then. I just acted then. I didn't run things.
Oh, well.
It was wished on me.
It was?
Well, the day Ollie joined the troupe, I started to run things.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can understand that move, too.
It was necessity.
Yes, well,
It isn't that I don't love Ollie, but, well, Ollie's had a different kind of upbringing.
well, yes, he has. He had a very sheltered youth.
Well, I suppose he was brought up, but I was always there.
Well, you see,
I was up.
Yes, you were.
But he was brought up, and he was brought up differently, and when he joined the troupe, I used to, Oh, I tell you, some of those days, Fred.
Oh, I know you must have gone through a great deal.
At the World's Fair, right there.
Yes, Ollie at the World's Fair. I
Oh!
can well understand.
Oh, it's a wonder we ever got through the day.
But
was
I
fun.
think he's reacted beautifully to working with other people and
Yeah.
living with other people, don't you?
He's matured.
Yes, he has. I notice every day. I see that he's grown a little more.
He's got a dignity now, a certain dignity in his art. Even his art, you know, his singing, his
Well, he's
dramatic
begun
art.
to care for the more important things. I noticed the different things that he reads. He doesn't always read science fiction anymore. You know, he has branched out and reads a few other things.
Yes, a few.
And that's a good sign. I like to see that. And I noticed that
He dresses. Oh.
yes, he dresses carefully. He's been very careful about his appearance. I thought to myself the other day how he had grown and
Dignity.
yes.
Much more dignity than he used to have, because I never minded that in the old days.
Oh, I sort of loved the carefree attitude he always had, but I like to see him show a little dignity.
Well, you know, I thought when the show, when we got on so many stations and everybody got to know us so well, I thought, well, I might go to Ollie's Head because he's not used to big audiences. But I mean, he did settle down and he became I like that. I'm glad.
Oh.
I think he's well into being a really mature, fine, upstanding dragon.
Well, I think he is too.
Yippee! Hello! Look, I'm Buffalo Bill. Yippee!
Fine.
What was I saying?
We were speaking about, well, it doesn't make any difference what we were speaking about because that isn't the case.
It sure isn't. Ollie, where are you?
I'm down here in the hat department. I'm having a great time.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I'm sorting out hats for the summer to take. Yippee! I'm Buffalo Bill. Woof, woof. I'm Buffalo Bill. Right way over the place.
Come on.
Where? Are you Annie Oakley? Hello, Annie.
No, I'm not Annie Oakley.
Get your gun.
I'm not going to get my gun, but I do have some other work that I ought to do.
Oh,
Maybe
leave me alone, please.
Oh, well, but you handle them very well. I'll see you in just a minute.
Yeah, would you?
Yes, I
You might
will.
take that
Now,
along to say,
is this the type of thing that you want me to get?
Well, I think it's nice for a cupboard. When you might take that for sample to get for carrying fruit in, because you know we like to go out and pick the cherries and peaches
right.
in the orchard, and we might take one of these. Or there's two in here. To a
Well, I
Mrs. Dragon for shopping.
Aren't they lovely?
Aren't they
They
nice?
come in so handy. Yes,
Nice
I'll
for the
take
beach,
these.
too.
I'll take these.
Okay. Hold on to your hat. Ollie! Ollie!
Yippee! I'm Buffalo Bill. Where's Annie?
What?
Where'd Annie go?
Oh, she
She doesn't live here anymore.
That was quick.
not as quick as if she'd been right here. It took her a little time.
Well, sound travels slowly, you know. Well, hello there, Jackson! Old fellow, gonna do me a little bit of, I'm gonna round up the old Kukla today. Yes, sir. What did you want?
I wanted to know why you're wearing the hat. Why the Wild West?
Oh, because what do you think of having a ranch out at Dragon Retreat?
For the summer? Mm-hmm. Well, it's a ski lodge in the winter, and it's more of a mountain climbing resort. I don't really...
Oh, I'd like to have horses. We could have sort of a dude ranch there. We could call it Buffalo Ollie's, Rancho...
Dragon.
Yeah, that'd be good. The Rancho Dragon. Oh, that'd be great. And we could have a corral and put all the horses...
A what?
A corral.
That's what you find at the bottom of the sea.
I don't care where you get it. We'll set it up in the front yard.
Okay, we'll set it up in the front yard.
Then that'd be great. Oh boy, and I'll be Buffalo Ollie, and I'll go tearing around, and I'll teach everybody to ride.
Do you know how to ride yourself?
Really? That's a fine thing to say. With 301 things a bright boy can do in my library, and you ask me if I can ride. Really?
Well, I know there was something I was supposed to take care of today. Mail. And presents. And, Oh, golly, there was a great big box that arrived from Madame Octopus this morning. I don't know what was in it. Madame Octopus! Woo-hoo! Madame Octopus! Woo-hoo! I've never called her a field, and yet I've worked with her for years and years and years. You know, the strange thing about a Madame Octopus, she looked older 13 years ago than she does now. She's a really remarkable woman. Shows what hairdos and clothes can do. Madame Octopus! Madame Octopus! Yes? Hello, Francis.
Well, hello.
Darling, look what came this morning.
Well,
Can you tell anything? Do you notice anything?
yes, but it couldn't be.
Oh, couldn't it? Really, you know very well that there's only one kind of a hat like this in the world. And it came for me.
Mr. John,
John?
for you?
Pour moi. Just a moment.
I don't believe I have to. Well, I buy mine.
Well, perhaps you're not. You know how it is sometimes. Designers take a certain fancy to someone on the screen or on the stage, and they want to, they like to create something special, you know.
Well, he certainly did there.
I think it's quite lovely, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
To tell you the truth, dear, I think it was Mrs. Madden, you know. She spoke to Mr. John. I think it's simply divine.
Well, it truly is.
Isn't it divine?
I should say.
Oh, I think it's lovely. Well, I just thought I'd show it to you.
Goes so nice with your sweatshirt at summer theater this.
Oh, darling, really? No, I'm not going to wear that. No, not at summer theater.
Oh.
No, I'm saving this for just the gay occasions, you know. Hello, kids!
Hello.
Oh, it's you, dear. How are you? Who else? Well,
hello,
dear. How are you?
Beulah, you look lovely.
Thank you. Mrs. Rudy Ram in Larry, Ohio sent this to me.
She did.
Have you seen my new hair? No, I can't. The roof is leaning. This is what you call a lean-to.
Just handsome on you, Beulah.
Well, yes, it's all right. Yes, it does a lot for her. Why don't you pull it down a little further? Oh, really? Well, Fletcher's garden came out after all. What did you do with the pot? I hope Mr. John heard that. That's all I ask. I hope Mr. John heard that. Between you and Beulah, no wonder no one else gets lovely hats like this.
Anything about that?
Yeah.
What
You
did I
laughed.
say?
You laughed with Beulah.
I laughed.
We know which side you're on. Good day. Did you see Madame Octopus?
Did you?
No.
Well, then I won't spoil it for you. I'll let you see her.
What happened?
She has a new hat.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Had a little jewel right there.
Wonderful.
Kids! Oh, hello there, Francis.
Hello,
How are you
Francis.
today?
Fine.
That's good. How are your guppies? That's good.
But I don't have any guppies.
Don't you? Well, I'll send you something.
I don't want any, Fletcher.
You don't?
No, thank you a lot, but no thanks.
You don't like animals,
No.
hmm?
Well, yeah, I love guppies, animals.
Certainly they are. Certainly they are. They're not plants, are they?
Well, no, they're not.
They're not mineral, are they? They're animals. Hello there, Kukla. How
I
are
always
you?
think of them as fish.
I'm Mineral.
Oh, you are? That's interesting. Well, sir, there's some things arrived in the mail for you, Francis, and I believe it's the answer to your prayer.
Oh, I wonder if it could be. Did they come?
Yes, they did, and I just wanted to say that all the little Kukla and Ollie spoon sets are certainly being shipped out just as soon as possible. Well, there was a slight delay, you know, because so many orders came in. Why, they got a little confused. My gracious, it was a little difficult. But it's being taken care of. All the orders are being taken care of and should reach people very soon. You know, the little seal test
Yes.
ice cream spoons.
And taking him to Ollie's mother.
Oh, you mean a whole set? You mean a... Oh,
One
golly.
for each of you.
Yes, indeed. As a matter of fact, the whole. Let me see. Well, the whole place, you know, for all of Dragon's Retreat.
Well, they didn't come yet, did they? All of them?
Yes, they all came.
Oh, well, wonderful.
Well, I opened just a sample just to be sure.
Well, I
hope
expected-
you don't mind, Fran.
Why, no,
No, well,
Fletcher.
here.
I thought I would just take the...
Did you send for a whole Francis, you didn't have to do
Well,
that.
I know I didn't have to, but I thought it would be
I
nice.
think that was very nice. They're such cute little
I think, won't Ollie's mother be thrilled?
Hasn't she seen them yet?
And I don't think so. I hope she hasn't, because I was going to take just, a set of each to show her next week.
Not just the Ollie set.
Oh, indeed not.
I'm going to take both sets.
Certainly.
How did you do it just like they said?
Yes, I did. That's a very simple thing to do. You cut the trademark
Uh-huh.
from the top of the carton,
Uh-huh.
half-gallon carton.
Half-gallon of seal plus ice cream.
Then, with that, you enclose 50 cents.
Uh-huh. And send it to, oh, I know.
Well, we have a little card. Maybe that would make it a little easier.
Send it to
Post Office Box,
487
Jersey City,
3.
New Jersey. It's as simple as that. You can send for as many as you like.
Yeah, but you have to include a trademark from a half-gallon and 50 cents for each set.
Well, that's right.
And in each set, there are 3 spoons.
There are 2, which are the simplicity.
Pattern.
There is 1, either of Ollie or of Kukla, whichever you may want.
Each set contains 3 spoons. Each spoon contains 3 sets. That'll confuse them.
Well, of course, we have someone who always helps us explain it a little later anyway.
Yeah, take care of
In
it.
case we didn't
Here they are. Yes, sir. I got them all.
Oh, gee.
Oh,
two
good.
complete sets. 6
Yeah.
spoons. Well, here are the 2. Oh, isn't that cute? Here are the ones.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Fine. Oh, good, well, that's
Thank you, Fletcher.
fine.
I wish you'd pack them again for me.
Well, I will, Francis, if you like, and I'll pack them so they won't rattle or get marred, although they certainly are in wonderful condition. Gracious
Well, yes.
sakes. That's high-quality silver plate. Our Wallace and Sons, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very efficient.
Very efficient. I'm very happy, too.
Yeah.
I don't feel very efficient today.
Guppies. I never thought of guppies as animals.
They are, I guess. They're fish, but fish are animals.
I know, but I never thought of them as being. Isn't that strange? I'll think about that a little more, and I'll see you.
Oh, okay. In zoology, I remember everything like that was animals. Everything that wasn't a plant or a mineral.
Well, I wonder who is the recipient of this fine little thing that just arrived in the mail. A little camp stove. Look at that. See, there's a little, isn't that cute? Little grills there. Say, isn't this just fine? My. Well, gracious sake, that must have been kind of hot to handle. Look, isn't that cute? Why, sir, look. Frankfurters. Why, how wonderful. Little Frankfurters. Wait just a minute, I'll show them to you. See? See little Frankfurters? Oh. And on seal test day, too. Won't that be wonderful? Frankfurters a la mode.
Did I hear right? Fletcher, honestly. Gracious sake.
Well, I can always get another job.
Okay. Oh, isn't this cute? Where'd this come from?
Don Ramo in Detroit, Michigan. I saw the little label on it and the little card that came with it, and it's certainly lovely. I think it's just a handsome thing for your camping trip.
That'll be wonderful. We can use... Oh, say, next week we're going to the Boy Scout Jamboree thing down at Valley Forge. Maybe we could... Well, that is, we're going to try to go, Ollie and I. Maybe we could take this with us. Isn't that cute? I love it. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yippee-ki-yay! Yippee! Hello there, partner aficionado. How are you?
Very good.
I'm riding the range today. Yippee!
What?
Ollie,
Hmm?
could you rein up for just a few minutes while I read you this?
Yeah.
This is a little poem, and I think it's very cute. This little girl is 6.5 years old, and she wrote this little poem, and her name is Donna Ray Howley. And she said, it came to you, but it was on my desk. Dear Ollie, I have a little sister. Her name is Sally Sue. Where Ollie has just one big tooth, she has 2 and 2.
Isn't that cute?
Isn't that cute? So please send her a picture, will you?
I will, and autograph photograph.
And this one I think is just lovely.
Oh!
This
Oh!
has,
Yippee! Buffalo Bill.
Don't you think you better quiet down? It's getting pretty near that time.
I don't want to quiet down yet. I'm not the least bit.
I was hankering to read some poetry.
Annie?
Come on, Buffalo Bill, now get with it.
I'll save it.
What's the matter? You're not tired?
Whoa, no, I'm a...
Franny, what was that little song that you recorded that was so cute and such a pretty little tune?
Little Buffalo Bill?
Yeah, why don't you do it for Big Buffalo Bill?
All right.
What is it? How's it go?
Well, you don't know how my record goes?
Oh, the record! Sure, the record! We had to buy 50 of them. Yes, certainly. All right, Jackson.
Little Buffalo Bill,
Yippee-yi, yippee-yay.
little Buffalo Bill.
It's time to call it a day. It's roundup time on Lullaby Trail. Come along, little Buffalo Bill. The day is done, the battle is won, and your old trusty cap gun is still. You've rounded up the doggy on your old broomstick pal, and you bedded down the kitten in the playpen corral. It's roundup time on Lullaby Trail. Come along, little Buffalo Bill.
Come along with the yippee-yi-yay.
Little Buffalo Bill.
It's time that we call it a day.
With one boot on that's tattered and worn, come along, little Buffalo Bill. Your engine toys are scattered and torn. You're a tough little Buffalo Bill. You tried to rope a sunbeam, somehow it slipped away. You'll be roping stars on dreamland, out in the Milky Way. It's roundup time on Lullaby Trail. Good night, little Buffalo Bill.
Good night, little Buffalo Bill. Good night, little Buffalo Bill.
Sleep tight.
Good
Good night. Oh, you. Did you have fun?
That's a very sweet song.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm going out to Forest Park now to meet some people out there, the Tracy brothers.
I'd like to go with you,
I
but
wish you could.
well, I've had such a hard job rounding up the...
I know you
Kids.
have all day.
But I think I'll just get into my bunk or hit the sack and just go away to dreamland.
Well, I think that would be a very good idea.
I think I might hit the sack with you, partner. I'm kind of tired, too. But, you know, before we go to sleep, I think we ought to have a little snack, and I'll run down to the drugstore and buy the best.
Buy Steel Test.
Buy the best, buy Steel Test. That's right. Buy the best. Buy Seal Test. And now here's how to get your Kukla and Ollie ice cream spoon sets. Cut the Seal Test trademark from the top of a half-gallon package of ice cream and send it along with 50 cents in coin. Be sure to include your name and address and the set you want, either the Kukla or the Ollie set. Mail to Seal Test, Post Office Box 487, Jersey City 3, New Jersey. You'd better write that down. And be sure to send for your spoon set right away. The address again is Seal Test, Post Office Box 487, Jersey City 3, New Jersey.
This is Burr Tillstrom reporting for duty as Fletcher's new assistant in the mailroom, and thanking you and saying good night.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie are brought to you by the divisions of National Dairy Products Corporation, makers of Seal Test products. Always look for the name Seal Test. It's your assurance of purity, quality, and fine, rich flavor in ice cream, milk, and other dairy products. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.
NBC Television.